In this demo, we'll be creating an SDK for this financial data API that is self-documenting, self-testing, and self-updating. So we'll start by making sure this OpenAPI spec is ready for SDK generation. We've got our report here. You can see there's some info level, lints, some warnings, and one error. So we should fix the error before we generate the SDK. So we'll filter for errors, click directly to the line, and you can see there's annual, quarterly, and semi-annuals given as an example. So this is the most common issue we see with OpenAPI specs. So now we're ready for Sideko SDK init, our interactive SDK creation command. We will create a new API. We will give it the path. We now have a mock server that's live for this OpenAPI spec, and we will generate a SDK config. So in this file, this is where you can update all of the SDK settings, like SDK name for each language. You can change the name of your servers, and the entire module tree is listed here. So we'll just show an update to a function name to show you how this works. So let's go ahead and generate now from this configuration. And there it is. Our SDK has been created. Let's go look at the code. So I'll open up the README. You can see there are code snippets showing how to initialize the client. And then our entire module tree here is documented with links. We'll click into this get function. You can see which endpoint it calls, what the parameters are, if they're required, async and sync code snippets, and then our type that is generated for the response. So you can see there's a pretty complex type here with some nesting and some enums, and it's all documented here through the doc strings. So now that I've shown this, let's head over to the testing suite to show how the SDKs are tested. So first we have to install, just to run the tests, we'll run poetry install, and then we use Pytest for our testing suite as well as Mypy. So let's run that. And while that's running, let's dive into the tests. So you can see there's a test for each function in the SDK, and we're hitting it with the sync and async client, ensuring that the input is correct against the mock server, authenticated, and that our response type can be validated into a valid Python type. So there we go, 46 tests passed. Let's now commit this now that this first version is ready. We'll do our initial commit. Now we'll show how easy it is to update. So let's go into the SDK config here and change this function name back to list. This is just showing how easy it is to get an update into your SDK. So we'll run Sideko SDK update and see our help command here. We need to give the path to the configuration file. So that's where we just changed something. The repo is right here, and then we'll call this a minor version bump. So this is literally returning a git patch file through our API, and the CLI is applying the git patch. So you can see we've bumped the version. Our README has been updated with a new link and a new name. Our function signatures as well as examples have been updated. The README specific to this function, and our test has been updated as well.